Southampton's Staplewood training ground, usually a hub of activity, has gone quiet. All first team players are off on summer holidays or international tournaments, all, that is, except for Jay Rodriguez. For him, the summer break has been put on hold as he continues to recover from the cruciate knee ligament injury he picked up at Manchester City in April. However, 6 weeks into his recovery, Saints number 9 is in good spirits.
Yeah, I'm fine physically, mentally, yeah. Come to terms with it. Obviously at the start I was pretty down and upset, but I think now I've realised it's part of football. A little bit of bad luck, and here I am now just trying to recuperate and crack on my rehab. I've got a goal in mind to work hard as I can and come back stronger.
Take us back to that day then. I mean, I'm sure you don't exactly enjoy reliving it, but how soon did you know that this was a serious injury you'd picked up there?
As soon as I landed, felt something in my knee and knew it weren't quite right. Spoke to Radders and he was pretty sure that it was what it was. But yeah, as soon as then really, he told me as of then I'm going to start to recover. So then I just tried to get my head around it as quickly as possible.
We're quite blessed really, because Jay's outlook in life is always very positive. So there's no problems on that front. He's remained incredibly positive. I think the support that's come from the fans and certainly from the management, from Maurizio and Jesus and Miguel and Tony and Les and alike, have all been fantastic, and they've really supported Jay through this difficult time. His family have been wonderful, so he's got a really good network around him, which makes life a lot easier for us.
Jay's unfortunate injury touched the hearts of football fans all over the world. Supporters contacted the club in their hundreds to send their best wishes, and Jay says he was staggered by the number of goodwill messages he received.
Yeah, no, I've been overwhelmed with the support from the fans, players, staff, other players around football, and just general messages throughout. I think it's been amazing that I've had so much support, and it's really did touch me, and it really helped me get through, the first few weeks of it. And still to this day, I still look back and still see how important and how much it meant to me, and I really do appreciate that.
Well, certainly, I imagine you had plenty of messages on that Monday or Tuesday night, but we as a club had hundreds, if not over 1,000, I think, messages sent directly to us. We've managed to collect a few of them. I thought it'd be quite nice to pass that on to you now. So I don't know if this is something you want to just have a little look through at all.
Yeah, that's really nice. There's loads, isn't there? Absolute loads, and paragraph ones are massive. Maybe check they're not abusive.
Yeah. 7 days after suffering his injury, Jay was back at St Mary's supporting the team against Cardiff, but he admits he didn't enjoy the spectator role all that much.
Yeah, it was horrendous. Yeah, I really hated it watching. But no, it was great to watch the lads in to support them and be there. But no, it was quite hard for me to watch. It's always hard for me to watch football in general if I'm not playing. But to watch your team, you just want to be out there and be carrying on playing. It's really hard, but you also learn a lot about yourself in that short space as well.
What are those things that you're starting to learn?
You just learn out you appreciate just generally training and playing every week in, week out is the best thing. Once it's taken away from you, you realise that it means your life when you're playing there, and it's a good thing now that I can reflect on what I've done and how I can improve myself as a player. I think mentally it'll be good for me, and also physically. I'm wanting to improve myself through this rehab and come back stronger.
Jay had been called up twice for England before suffering his injury, but had always downplayed the possibility of going to this summer's World Cup. However, the reaction to his unfortunate setback ironically gave him more belief that he has the ability to compete at international level.
Yeah, I mean, that was uplifting in a sort of way. I know it sounds a bit weird to say it, but seeing your name up there with the likes of the team and the World Cup was, it's something I've dreamt of. I'd always wanted to be. You always want to go to a World Cup, but obviously to miss out is another sad time. But I've come a long way, and I still look at that and I still take positives from that. But I know that this is just a stepping stone in my career that I'm going to overcome, and hopefully this will just be in the past, and I'll look back and think that improved me in the long run. So I just want to carry on trying to keep looking for the positives.
After both of your England call-ups so far, you seem to stay quite level-headed about it afterwards. You didn't really want to discuss the possibility of going to the World Cup or being involved with England further than you already had been. Did the reaction you got after your injury show perhaps you were a little bit closer than even you might have wanted to think?
Yeah, I think it did. I think it was. I always wanted to concentrate on playing week in, week out, and just doing the best I can. And then if I've done everything I can, then I'm happy with that. And if I did go, I did go. And if I didn't, then it's one of them things. So yeah, I didn't really expect anything. But yeah, as you look back and you think like, oh, maybe I was a little bit closer than what I thought. It's like I said, I've looked at it positively rather than negatively. So I think it's a good thing that way.
Next month we'll see 3 of Jay's teammates jet off to Brazil for the 2014 FIFA World Cup. The frontman says his injury did not detract from the pride he felt at seeing Adam Lallana, Ricky Lambert and Luke Shaw selected by the Three Lions.
The full feeling for me was that I was just fully behind them, and I was in a way that I just expected them to be in there. Do you know what I mean? It was they've been great all season, played really well and deserved their place in the team. So to see the 3 names, I was so delighted, and makes me proud to say I've played with them all season. So it's a good thing that I can watch the World Cup and see my friends at the World Cup. So for me it was an unbelievable achievement.
All 3 of them have been quite vocal in saying that a little bit of you will be with them when they go out to Brazil. They want to do well for you. Does that encourage you to hear that coming from your friends?
Yeah, of course, it's always nice, but the 3 lads are top people anyway. You know, you don't expect any less from them. They're caring and good friends, so I think to hear that is really nice. But no, they're all level-headed and they'll take everything in their stride, and it just shown that they're capable of doing anything, and I'm sure they'll be a massive part in England in the World Cup.
And looking forward to watching them yourself, I imagine.
Yeah. We'll probably get the family and friends down, watch the games and just get behind them. It should be really good.
While it might be tempting to rush his rehabilitation to come back as quickly as possible, Jay knows that this is the sort of injury that can't be taken lightly. He's chomping at the bit to get back to full fitness, but is also taking it slow to ensure he returns in peak condition.
Yeah, you just want to get straight back into it. I think even if off-season, like last year off-season, I was 2 weeks and I wanted to crack on and start working again. So usually it's quite hard anyway off-season, so it's a bit of time off-season now just to rehabilitate, and then hopefully into the season just see how that goes. But I want to try and get back as soon as I can, because I do miss the football, but it's going to come in time, and just whenever my body's ready and whenever Rada says that I'm fine and I feel good to go, then I'll be at it then.
To be honest with you, we're holding him back because he's chomping at the bit to go to the next level. We've put together some clear phases of play where this is what you'll work through. So you've got phase 1, 2 and 3, he's in phase 3 now, and he's working towards his phase 4 very positively, and is looking to go into that phase 4 with no problems whatsoever.
From a physical point of view though, there's obviously no denying how serious the injury was. How has the recovery been over the first 6-week period?
You couldn't have asked for a better result. Great surgery from Andy Williams. We're just trying to follow that up with some good rehab, and again, just keeping everything within perspective. He's only 4 weeks post-op now, and the knee looks pretty amazing. I
think I put everything into perspective in life in general. You know, I think I'm quite lucky in a way that I've got a good physio. I'm back on track already. And I think it's just that really. As long as I can give 100%, then I know that I'm doing good for the cause, and I know that day will come when I am ready to go and train, and to play the first game is what I'm wanting to achieve. So there's always that light at the end of the tunnel. I know it might be far away at the moment, but it's still there. So it's just got to remain positive and carry on that long journey, and hopefully I just get there.
Whenever that day comes, how special will it be to run back out onto that pitch and get playing again?
Yeah, of course, it'll mean everything. I'm guessing there'll be lots of emotions that I won't have experienced, but I'm guessing they'll all be good ones. But yeah, that's something that I've thought about a little bit, but not too much because I'm quite far away at this stage. But no, it's going to be a good feeling, and I just can't wait for it.
And after all the support you've had, you know, things like that, to do it in front of our fans would be extra special, I guess.
Yeah, it would be amazing. I mean, to give back to the fans, obviously this book obviously I'll go through, but the support I've had from the fans has been unreal. It's really has helped me along the way so far, and it will continue to help me throughout my rehabilitation. So yeah, to give something back will be good.
Yeah, I'm really happy to sign with Southampton. Obviously, I've known for a while now, but it's really good to get pen to paper.